Like Bryce Underwood shows up and all of a sudden everybody just wants to wear buffs all the time. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, I've been wearing buffs, but hey, I had to bring them out. It's a reason to bring them out now.
You did not have to bring them out.
Yeah, I did.
No. You could have just been on some chill shit, but no.
Because my championship glow was fading a little bit.
Of course it was.
It was fading a little bit, but then, just
I hate this.
Came back.
Oh, brother, you haven't even seen him play.
Yeah, I don't see level. All these dudes y'all get playing. Y'all be hyping them.
Yeah, and then you call us off-season champs.
It's still the season.
Yeah, the season before.
Huh?
So this is in-season you're the previous season champs? Is that what you are? Even though you're not the champs.
Technically, we are still the champs.
Okay. You're not going to be the champs this year.
That's true. When the next champion is crowned in January, then we're not the champs anymore. But currently, we are still the champs. And we did win the championship in 2024. So
we're not doing it. Hey, chat, I need y'all to help me come up with a name to call them like they called us off-season champs. Are they the 5-5 champs? Is that what we're calling them for right now?
Champions.
I hate it. The rivalry is alive and well, and I love it. No, I hate it. I at least hate it this week because all I'm seeing is buffs and everybody's happy over there. Ugh. But we do have a top 5 matchup today, so I'm excited for that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Never thought you'd see the day when Indiana was above y'all, did you? It's here.
Are they above us?
Yes. Decidedly so. Just saying.
Hey, every time Indiana beats us, we bounce back with a vengeance.
Are y'all backing up with a vengeance this time? Is that what's happening?
I mean, obviously, boy, where you been at? Yeah. Where you been at? You lost your phone?
Last I checked, y'all not even bowl eligible yet. So, like,
boy, we ain't worried about that. We talking about for the future.
For the future. Oh my God. Well, we got something to answer that with.
Y'all
got a Bryce Underwood, but we got a Tavian St. Clair. So
y'all did. So I mean, but that's nothing new for y'all. So
facts.
You know, if I want to just really get your tinfoil hat, this is one of those. I believe Sharon Moore may have sabotaged this season. This was a in-house
for Bryce
sabotage to get the donors and get the NIL where it needs, where it should and could be.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
We sacrificed the 2024 season to get the program into the 20th century. You hear me?
Okay. Before we get into anything else, I just want to say I will never, ever, ever trust an 80-year-old man that looks like he's younger than 50. I just don't trust it.
He's a healthy old man.
I don't like it. This man here is 80 years old. I don't trust
filthy rich.
I don't trust it.
Filthy.
That's a man you don't trust. If he's 80 years old and he looks 50, don't trust it.
Yeah, he got all that money. Ooh, you good looking, brother.
This is he is a serial killer. He is a villain. He's a super villain. He's a super villain. I hate it.
Yeah, he's a super villain for y'all.
He's up to some
Megatron.
He's up to some dastardly stuff. I can just see it in his face.
He is Megatron to you, to Buckeye Nation.
This is disgusting. He looks younger than Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. He got they say his girlfriend is the one that's a Michigan fan or something.
I heard that. Yeah, no, I don't trust it. So I'm just throwing that out there to whoever wants to hear it. I see we got some people who agree. Ain't no way he's 80 years old. No, bro is an android, but he got the money cannon. Shout out to Marcus.
He got that money cannon. Shoot.
I'm just saying I don't trust it. I don't like the way he looks.
As you shouldn't. He's an op for y'all. He's an op.
We have seen a roster get bought before and it not work out. Texas A&M.
Who is that? Ryan Sims. Don't bringing up that Texas A&M debacle. Them boys ain't won no championship almost ever.
I heard y'all trying to buy a receiver now. I mean, it's a smart move.
We trying to buy everybody, but don't put us in the same breath as them. Them losers. They ain't even the top team in their state.
You're not in any position to call anybody losers.
The champs can call whoever they want losers.
Not when they're 5-5.
Yeah, we can. The champs. Y'all ain't proved nothing. Y'all ain't proved nothing.
We didn't lose 5 games.
Nothing. Y'all ain't proved nothing. You ain't won the Big Ten.
All right.
3. Hello. You ain't won the Big Ten in 3 years.
3 years, sure.
You haven't beat us in 3 years, regardless of 5-5. You haven't beat us yet.
That's true. And
you haven't won a championship in 10 years. Hello.
Okay. There's a lot of teams that can't say they've won one in the last 25 years. So,
and we ain't one of them.
And we on the road. We on the road to getting our next championship.
Woo, y'all better hope Indiana don't beat y'all today, because
they're not going to. What you mean?
I'm in prime form today because I've already been on with Chris and Ron, so you know my blood is already boiling, messing with them too.
Well, all right. So before we get into it, I want to thank all the viewers of the Bryce Underwood video that we posted on Thursday. Got like 4,000 views on it. Whole bunch of subscribers. So shout out to the new subscribers. Obviously, this is our live stream. So make sure y'all stay, chill out, hang out for a second. We're going to be talking about some college football. Obviously, me and Johnny going to be talking shit.
And chat. Do y'all want to see Josh do a post-game video and Marcus do a post-game video? Call them out that y'all want to see the post-game video from each one of them.
That's a great idea.
Call them out, chat. Call them out, chat.
Call them out. It's crazy. And also come up with a name for them. They're not the off-season champs. They're something else.
We're the in-season champs.
No, I hate that. That's not. That's not it.
Last year we were in-season champs. Now we're the in-season champs in a different way.
No, that's not it. Anyway, and also make sure y'all smash that like for sure. Helps us with the algorithm and all that stuff. All right, are we talking about the Indiana game now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm really interested to know your thoughts because obviously, like you just said, you went on with Chris Drew and them, and I just want to know what you think because you seem to think that we're going to lose. What you can't. No, really
honestly. Let me put my honest and logical hat on. But honestly, I see Indiana has some things that could cause y'all some problems. But my question is, are they ready for the moment? Last week, they didn't really show that they were ready all the way for the moment. Like they missed out on big plays that kept us in the game. You know, we were playing good defense, but they had 12 yards of offense or something in the second half. They missed out on some plays that could have put us away earlier. And if you don't make those plays against Ohio State, it's not going to be a close game that you lose. Ohio State going to blow you on out. It's going to be a controlled butt whooping if you don't make those plays against them.
Sure.
So I'm interested to see how can they make those plays on defense and offense. You know, when there's an interception that you get close, you got to make that play today. You know, when there's a tough catch, it was a tough catch, but you dropped it. No, you got to make that tough catch today. So I want to see that. But also the other thing I want to see is you guys lost McLaughlin, your center, right?
Yeah. Yep. Tough
so
loss.
And he's been playing very well. So
Extremely
it's going to be interesting to see how y'all feel that in. Are y'all nervous about that at all?
For sure. So that's one of the main, talking points I was going to have is that, with Seth McLaughlin out, first of all, a quarterback and a center partners in this whole thing. And so I'm wondering how it's going to affect Will Howard and his confidence, especially when we know that he can make shaky plays from time to time. And I just hope, when he does so, it's not because he's uncomfortable. Is it uncomfortable? I hope he's not feeling any discomfort. But also, Hinsman has played center before. So because of the experience, I'm hoping that that'll alleviate some of that. And
what is Hinsman? What is he, a junior, senior?
Hinsman, I think he's a junior, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to check right now. He is a junior.
How many offensive linemen y'all got left? Y'all should be.
Well, so we'll have Austin playing at left guard, and I think Luke Montgomery is going to be backing him up, which I guess we'll see between the two of them who's going to be the guy going forward. I think Austin's the one who's had more playing time, more starts and whatnot, so it's probably going to be him, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. So he started. He started last year. Hinsman. So y'all just upgraded, really.
Well, like you said, Seth has been playing really well all season. And so
we was hoping to see him. We was pretty sad that he got hurt because we was hoping to see him again.
That's crazy.
We seen him last year in the Rose Bowl. It was great. We love him.
That's crazy. Anyway,
so thoughts and prayers to him because we was really hoping to see him next week.
Stop it.
Grant and Graham, they really hate that they won't get to meet him again.
I'm ignoring what you're saying. So yes, Austin is not one of the best, but again, I hopefully feel confident enough in Luke Montgomery if Austin doesn't show up in this game. So we'll see.
Yeah, we sent McLaughlin a ring from the Rose Bowl.
Again, that was last year. This year, your team is 5-5. So
okay. I'm just letting you know what we did. Grant and Graham, they were ready to meet him again, but oh well.
Well, it's not going to happen, and you'll see Carson Hinsman.
Okay.
Golly. Yeah. So my other thing is, what Will Howard are we going to see? So we've had big games with Will Howard. I think he looked pretty good outside of the slide in the Oregon game. But then the Penn State game, he didn't look so good. Yeah. So it's what Will Howard are we going to see? And again, is that lineman change up going to affect him in any way? Is yet another thing that I'm hoping to see. Again, it's Indiana. So as well as they've been playing, they are still Indiana.
That's true. And that's why I say that I got to see them make those plays against Ohio State. That's, I don't need the 500 trophy, the champs. We got the natty, man.
Ooh, the 500 champs.
We got
the 500 champs.
Y'all can go with whatever y'all want to.
The 500 champs.
We're feeling good right now. Y'all ain't finna rain on my parade.
Hey, it is what it is.
Garrison. Matter of fact, Garrison, I'm glad you in here because the best YouTubers from Michigan, YouTube for Michigan, right? That's
yikes.
That's for you, Garrison. Michigander, gross. You YouTube for Michigan.
Gross. Anyway, I'm telling you, 500 champs. That's the one. 500 champs. Chat, we're rolling with 500 champs. I think we're rolling with it. Anyway, okay. So offensive line, Will Howard. They tell me that Indiana's got a solid interior defensive line.
Yeah, they do.
That's primed to stop the rush. But at the same time, who have they played that has great running backs?
Yeah, and a pretty good offensive
the best
line.
Team that they played is, I think, you guys. With that,
yeah, but our offensive line isn't in shambles. They twisted and stunted, and it just killed us all game. You know.
So I'm wondering if we're going to be able to, utilize Trey and Q, and hopefully we can make some things happen, especially considering the injuries that we've got on the interior ourselves. And I'm just wondering how that's going to look. I wonder how Chip's going to get that ready. And
yeah, because it'll be interesting to see, because regardless of who you have or what's going on, you always want to stop the run. So, and Indiana has a pretty good run defense. So you want to stop the run, stop Judkins, stop Trey, and put the game in Will Howard's hands. Yeah, and I know somebody's going to say, well, that's basically putting it in Carnell and Abuka and JJ Smith's hands. But you got to go with that, because Will Howard has to get it to him, and he's prone to make bonehead mistakes.
He doesn't make a lot each game. It seems like he makes
one or
each
two
game. Yeah.
It's just one or two, But
and we can only hope that it's not at a game-defining moment. But we can also hope that it won't matter, because it's Indiana and we'll put the game away decently.
Yeah,
I'm hoping. I'm not saying that's going to happen.
Do you have any respect for Indiana? Just be real.
Of course, I've loved what Indiana has done, but you're facing us now, so it's a little different.
Who are y'all?
Ohio State, number 2 team in the country.
Oh, what else?
Yeah. One of the most consistently great teams in college football.
Okay.
The Ohio State University.
Get them.
Yeah, you know what it is. So when it comes to Indiana, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. If anything, we are going to beat us. Indiana's not going to beat us. Well, and we're at home in Columbus. All right.
And where y'all playing it?
In the shoe, baby.
Okay.
In the shoe. What you talking about? What is he talking about? Chat, what is he talking about? Anyway. One last point that I'm going to be looking at is obviously, well, first of all, I will be looking at the D-line play and how they will get pressure on Curtis Rourke. But the DB play, Denzel Burke, I need you to come out and play like you played last year, not the year before. I need him to come out and look great, not like how he looked against Oregon, obviously. Igbinosun, I actually like your physical play. I need you to not get penalties. Can you just like, I don't know, hide it? Like what are we doing? It just seems like you've been getting called for a lot of penalties lately.
He grabs and holds.
He's handsy. He is.
Yeah, that's stating it lightly. He grabs and holds all game. If I'm Indiana, sometimes I'm just going to throw at him just because you're 50-50 on if you're going to get a penalty, because he grabs and holds like every time. So they can't call it every time. So it's smart on his part, but if you consistently go at him, you're probably going to get a flag.
He grabs a lot.
Freak man. Yeah, that's him.
Look, I like it. You know what I mean? I feel like not only is it beneficial to it's just his style of play, but I feel like he plays with a lot of energy, and I like the energy. I just don't want the penalties to be very costly.
And that's the thing. You always want a player, because they teach you to do all this stuff. It's just some dudes don't want to be like that. They want to just be technicians. But playing corner, you have to do these things. Now, it's just how good are you at it? He seems to be really good at being handsy. As handsy as he is, it's amazing he doesn't get more penalties.
I was gonna say he gets away with it a good amount, but then...
exactly, because he does it all the time. That's just his part of his game. So if I'm Indiana, I go at him, and Denzel, you got to go at him with a double move. He's been susceptible, so you got to try him.
Sure. So. Yeah, so I mean, it's them. Caleb Downs has been playing amazingly. It's Jordan Hancock, it's Lathan Ransom, it's Jermaine Matthews. If we get him on some rotations, Jermaine has looked pretty good every time I've seen him. So, it's guys like that, and I really hope they step up, because obviously Indiana does have a good passing attack, and those DBs got to be ready. They got to be ready.
Okay, let me ask you this. To me, this is my opinion. You OSU is second in sacks, but they're getting a lot of those sacks off blitzing, right? Yeah. So, what do you think about that? Do you want to see them blitz Indiana, or do you want to see them rush 4? If they rush 4, it's not guaranteed they're going to be getting home enough to, disrupt Rourke.
I don't think it's about sacks all the time. It's about, can you at least get enough pressure on him to
disrupt the play?
Yes, exactly. And being that Rourke has not been in a situation like this, some of that could just be pressure enough. And if you get enough with 4 to pressure him a little bit more and send him into situations where he's making bad decisions, I think we'll be okay.
I think he's rated the best quarterback thrower when under pressure.
I've seen that. But again, what's the pressure? What's the situations that he's been under?
Yeah, I mean,
between Ohio and now being in Indiana, not playing anybody.
I mean, when he played us and he was in those pressure moments, he struggled a little bit, but he was making the throws. It was more the receivers dropping them.
So you may need to blitz a little bit, but I mean, again, I think you need to worry about coverage as well. So it's a give and take.
Got you.
So we'll see. That was pretty much the only things that I was really worried about with Indiana. Do you have any other thoughts before we get into any other games?
No, it's just I gotta see him. I want them to beat y'all, but I'm gonna keep it real. I want them to beat y'all, but I gotta see them do it. I can't pick them. Yeah. I have to see them come out and execute and really want it, because they could come out and get up 10-0. That doesn't mean anything. They could get up 14-0. That doesn't mean anything. That's just gonna be like Ohio State. All right, they all right. Let's go, y'all.
Penn State was up 10-0. So
exactly, and then before you blink and you can be down, because that's how y'all used to do us.
Yeah.
So Indiana is going to have to play 4 quarters. They're going to have to play a 4-quarter game. Can't just come out hype in the first quarter and then think you done won. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it.
We usually work pretty slow in the first quarter anyway. We work our way through the game. So you're right. Yes, It's definitely 4 quarters with us.
If they get up, they got to stay up and keep their foot on the gas.
It's going to be a tough task for them, to be honest with you. And again, I don't think they've played anybody with anywhere near as much talent to do so. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
I just hope when we beat them pretty badly, it doesn't shake their playoff dreams. Oh. I like Indiana. I really do like Indiana.
If y'all blow them out, it's probably gonna mess up their playoff dreams.
Well, then so be it. I'm rooting for a blowout before I am Indiana to get in the playoffs. I've loved the Cinderella story. I like Cignetti. It's a wrap. I'd much rather blow you out than you getting a spot in the playoffs. Fuck your playoff spot.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like that. It has to be like that. We're in November. If we had to, fuck their playoff spot, fuck Michigan, of course, and fuck Oregon.
We ain't did nothing.
Except be the team up north.
Okay.
I'm just saying. These are all facts. I agree with y'all. If it comes down to it, man, blow them out. Blow them out the water.
Wow. That's how y'all gonna do them?
No, man. Cignetti, get your money. I hope all those guys well. It's just not, it's not it. I'm with the blowing them out. We gotta get out of this. Anyway, all right. So Purdue actually faced Michigan State, was it yesterday? And lost 17-24, obviously. Not a big game. Michigan State, obviously, coming out with a win, a close win, a surprising.
What's their record now?
Michigan State is, I don't think they have 6 games yet.
They 5-5, 5-6.
They are 5-6, and Purdue is 1-10. So again, I don't think anybody's surprised by that victory, but a little close. Oh, okay. So I didn't watch the game. forewarning. They were up 24-3 at half, and then Purdue scored in the third and fourth quarter.
All I can say on Michigan State, Nick Marsh, come on home. Come home. Come home, brother. Yeah, we made a mistake. We didn't recruit you. Come on home, my brother.
We didn't recruit you. We didn't want you before, but you can come. You can come over.
Harbaugh was stubborn. He's awkward. He was
very awkward.
Now just come on home, bro.
Sharon Moore is a little awkward too.
Sharon Moore is a young black man. You talking down on the brother? Are you talking down on the brother, Josh?
Don't make me go Umar on Sharon Moore.
He got a white wife.
Yeah.
Keep his personal life private, Josh. Shame on you.
I don't care. That has nothing to do with football. I'm joking.
What
is happening? What is this? Yikes. No, Marsh is not coming
down
to
the brother
Michigan.
man, but you don't want to mention the other man.
I don't know what that was. Nick Marsh is not coming to Michigan.
I mean, I don't see why not. You want to stay at Michigan State?
With Aiden Childs. They're going to build something out there. Build something that will eventually beat y'all out there.
Never.
Probably not.
This was their best chance to beat us. Aiden Childs is Bryce Underwood, a poor man, Bryce Underwood. Correct? Exactly.
Kind of.
I know. So what are you doing, bro? The best players in Michigan go to Michigan. Trending. That's all I got to say about that.
Nick Marsh, stay in East Lansing. Great value. Bryce Underwood is crazy.
Facts. There you go, Ryan Sims.
Anyway, let's move on from Michigan State. All right. I believe Penn State is facing Minnesota at 3:30. I think that's a game. Penn State.
Yeah, and Penn State is right now they're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel that they haven't seen pretty much ever. So right now they looking. Penn State is in a good spot. We got one loss. It's to Ohio State. We went out and we're in the playoff and we got a chance to win a championship. So if they slip up to Minnesota, that would be crazy.
It could happen. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but yeah, no, Penn, you're right. You're absolutely right. They have the schedule to do so between Minnesota and Maryland. And then obviously they won't see the Big Ten championship, but they'll make it in as a Big Ten non-champion.
And honestly, if I'm them, I don't want to play in the Big Ten championship. I mean, of course you would want to win it, but why? You get in without having to play another game. Don't have a chance of all those guys getting hurt. More rest. Hey, if I'm them, I'm in a perfect position. Let's just win out and get healthy and get ready for the playoffs.
Depending on who they see in the first round of the playoffs. Because they'll come in as a likely
11th,
7th
or something. They'll be that low.
I mean, they'd be the third team. So yeah, no, probably not that low. So they'd probably be 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Okay. So then they could possibly see somebody lower than them. Then I guess at that case. But still, it depends on who you see, because you can see a team that got in at 11 or 12 that's still a scary team.
So who? Tennessee or somebody
like that.
Yeah,
somebody who's just not like a good matchup for them.
I mean, I don't expect Penn State to do much in the playoff, but they've never been in. So,
this is already big for them.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they have to face Ohio State and Michigan going forward, or Oregon going forward, they're likely not going to make it that far anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough with the way things are going.
Yeah,
because honestly, they've underachieved these last couple years with Alar, with Allen, with Singleton. It's pretty sad that they haven't won the Big Ten one of these years.
They've underachieved with the countless quarterbacks that they've had before Aller.
That's
Sean Clifford
that's a fact.
Yeah, all of them. So
yeah, but it's just like, bro, you got 2 stud backs. You got the 5-star quarterback, and you just ain't doing nothing with it. That's basically like if we didn't win the Big Ten or win a championship with JJ, Blake, and Donovan.
Yeah. Yeah. So
sucks to be Penn State.
Of course it does. Penn State is a $3 bill. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Never seen one.
Facts. All right. Illinois. Oh, that was a 3:30 game. I don't know how I've got these mixed up.
They're at 3:30.
Yeah, I think they're at 3:30.
None of that one.
Okay. So Illinois versus Rutgers. I think Illinois got that one. Rutgers just hasn't been playing that well this year.
Yeah, and people were thinking that they were going to make a run this year.
Yeah, because they've been playing pretty well outside of this year, at least last year.
And this all just went bad for them. So
it's them in Maryland. Like they were supposed to take a step up this year, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, Illinois. I would definitely probably take Illinois.
Yeah. Who does Illinois have as their last game? Northwestern. Yeah. Okay. So probably not a playoff team there, but at least they'll be able to end the season with a couple good wins. It's unfortunate for them that they ran into who they lose to. They lost to Nebraska this year, didn't they?
Who that? Illinois?
Illinois. Oh no, they beat Illinois. Or they beat Nebraska in overtime. They lost to Penn State. Who else did they lose to? Oregon. Oh, they lost to Minnesota. Damn.
Oh yeah, that was early in the year.
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Really?
25-17. November 2nd. So they lost to Oregon and then they lost to Minnesota right after that. After beating you guys 21-7.
I'm gonna let you have that.
I saw it. It was on the schedule. They only beat Purdue by 1 point, then they beat y'all by 2 scores. That's crazy.
Bro, we didn't have a quarterback. Our Jack Tuttle was just doing whatever.
I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Just go ahead. I don't got the energy for it. I'm tuckered out. I'm all tuckered out.
All right. Anyway, Iowa versus Maryland. Again, Maryland hasn't been playing that well this season. They didn't take the step up like they were supposed to. And of course, Marcus has a pipe dream that Mike Locksley will make a certain move. We'll just say that. Any thoughts on Iowa versus Maryland?
I was just well coached for the most part, and normally Maryland has a better offense, but they got a new quarterback since Tua is gone. So I would go with Iowa. They're gonna play defense, and you never know. Sometimes their little offense gets to clicking a little bit. So I trust Iowa more in that game, even though Locksley he is a good offensive coordinator.
He is, but it's not like Iowa didn't just lose to UCLA. So
Iowa just lost to US. I haven't been keeping up with the Big Ten.
Iowa just lost to UCLA by 3 points on November 8th, so a couple weeks ago. They had a bye week.
Because that is
now, granted, Iowa doesn't have or they didn't have Cade.
Is Cade out for the year?
I don't know if he's out for the year.
He's always hurt.
But he was hurt in that game.
Oh, so that makes sense. Because Iowa blew out Wisconsin 42-10. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he won't be available against Maryland either. Ooh.
Oh, well, that changes my pick.
That does. That should.
This one will probably be closer than I think. Maryland might win this without Cade, even though.
Oh, his career reportedly is finished. Like he's.
Oh, he's a career ending.
Well, considering he's already old as hell. So I think it's potential that it's season ending, and therefore he's probably not.
Yeah, he's
playing
done.
after
He's
that.
probably
Yeah.
gonna. Cade seems like he'll be a coach or something. But,
Yeah, it's not good enough
I
for the
gotta.
NFL.
I think I had to change my pick to Maryland. It's gonna be. I think it'll be a closer game though. But
For
I think
sure.
I'll
Well,
lean with-
especially Maryland at home in this case
yeah,
as
I think I'll
well.
lean with Maryland.
Let's see. So they're 4-5, and they've got they've got Iowa, which they can win, but then they got Penn State right after that. So not looking good for them. They probably won't be bowl eligible. Okay. Wisconsin versus Nebraska. Where is that Lisa Sims tweet there? Or tweet, Jesus Christ. Who's going to get bowl eligible today, Whiskey or Nebraska? That's a good question.
Whew.
That's a really good question. Who you
The
got?
I don't trust bowl. I don't
I
trust
don't trust
one
bowl.
of
That's crazy.
I don't trust either one of these teams, boy. They both 5-5.
They are. Nebraska's at home. I feel like Nebraska has a little bit more of an identity. Matt Rule knows what he wants to do with that team, as opposed to Luke Fickell not really still knowing. I'm going Nebraska.
Going Nebraska?
Yeah. Now the question is, who does Wisconsin have after that? Maybe they can get bowl eligible after that. They've got Minnesota. Oh, that's a tough task. Is Wisconsin even going to get bowl eligible? That's the question.
What's crazy is I would go looking at these two teams. I was thinking Nebraska like you, but then I'm also looking at Wisconsin, how they actually played. They lost to Iowa 42-10, and then come back and play Oregon and lose 16-13.
Right.
That is insane.
That was a close game. Yeah.
That is insane.
Very insane.
So you pick Nebraska. I guess I'll go with Wisconsin on this
You
one.
go Wisconsin? Okay. So if Wisconsin wins, does Nebraska have a shot at still being bowl eligible? They play Iowa.
I mean, without Cade, yeah.
Yeah.
Without Cade.
Bowl eligibility for them would have to be Wisconsin wins and then Nebraska wins. I'm okay with that. It's a possibility. I just think Nebraska's going to win this game, though.
You
personally.
You said Nebraska's at home?
Yep.
No, I might give them the edge.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about your Michigan game versus Northwestern.
We got a game?
Versus Northwestern.
Oh,
That's crazy. The bye week took you out like that. That's insane.
Hey, I'm ready for the offseason, dog. Hey,
that is crazy. Just
let's fire these coaches. Let's get some new coaches in. Let's hit this portal hard.
Crazy.
We hitting the portal hard this year. You hear me?
So then forget the game this year too?
No, I'm not forgetting it.
You forgot you had a game today.
We ready to get to the off season to fix. We got problems we trying to fix. But Northwestern today, we should be able to beat them. The defense should be able to handle it. Hopefully. That's saying a lot with Wink because you can't trust Wink that much.
Yeah.
So, but Wink has had the defense playing better the last couple weeks. He's figuring out kind of what he wants or needs to do with this team. And so the defense should be able to handle this one and keep us in it. The question with us is always the offense. How will the play calling be? In like my pregame video for this, it was about getting ready for Ohio State. Like this is a practice, an exhibition for Ohio State to me. Look good on offense and defense. Let's see a game where we actually play a complete game, where we look good on offense and defense. So you're actually feeling good going into next week against Ohio State. We haven't had that all year. We've had one or the other. We play good for one half, bad for the next. Play bad in the first half, good in the second half. Or we play bad all game. So we haven't had a complete game all year. Put a complete game together so everybody is feeling good for once. And then next week we go into Ohio State with a little bit of confidence in what we're trying to do. So that's what this game is for me.
Yeah, I mean it's Northwestern, so it's really hard to say that.
Hey,
it's really hard to say. Now Northwestern can get up there, but it's not likely.
Yeah, so it's just the fact that we haven't played good, so when you don't play good football and you're not playing fundamentally sound, you're making mental errors, you're making head coaching mistakes, offensive coordinator making mistakes. I have to see you come out and play well. Northwestern, they played y'all pretty good in the first half. Honestly, if I'm being honestly, for them being Northwestern and y'all being Ohio State.
Yeah.
They played y'all pretty well. If they played like that against us in the first half, we're finna have probably a four-quarter game, if I'm being 100.
Yeah.
So that's the way I'm saying, like, come out and show that, okay, you're still Northwestern. You got to prove it to me. The rest of the year is prove it to me. I'm not giving nobody any loyalty for what they've done because I ain't seeing you do much.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't got any. They got to show me. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose to Northwestern. You got to show me.
Yeah. Yeah. I
mean, that's just where I'm at right now with this year. So,
Got you. Okay. Any real thoughts on USC versus UCLA? That just doesn't even sound like a good game to watch anymore.
No.
Especially at 10:30.
Good God.
Now UCLA as bad as they've looked this year, they've won some games that I've been like, oh, they won that game? Okay. Between Rutgers and whoever I just said they beat recently. Iowa, yeah. Well, they beat Iowa without Cade, so.
No. I don't see them beating you.
I don't see them.
How was that new USC quarterback been playing? I haven't seen him.
Let's check to see what he's done so far. USC. So they played Nebraska last. He went 25 for 35, 259 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. That's not too bad, especially against a decent Nebraska team. Good Nebraska defense. So, seemingly not too bad. It just depends on when the interception happened. But they beat them. So,
no.
You can't argue with results. Now, obviously, after this UCLA game, they're going to play USC. Or they're going to play, Jesus Christ, they're going to play Notre Dame. So that's going to be a tough game for them.
They play Notre Dame next. Oh, they play them rivalry week.
Yeah. Yep. So that's going to be a tough game.
That's going to be interesting.
For sure. FanDuel got OSU 23.5 point favorite over Michigan.
You hear that? You see that wink?
Sheesh.
You see that wink?
Sheesh.
Humble them, Winky.
Humble them is crazy.
Humble them, Winky.
Random question. How teams can realistically compete with OSU and the team up north when it comes to NIL? It's going to be really difficult to, especially with the brands that both teams have. Some of the smaller teams are just never going to be able to compete. And then you got guys like 50-year-old, 80-year-old from Michigan who's got a Michigan girlfriend who has incentive to just flood the team with cash. And Ohio's got some millionaires and some billionaires that would also love to just flood the team with cash. So, like, realistically, Rutgers might. Rutgers can find somebody out.
It's going to be hard to recruit against NIL against Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon.
Yes, and Oregon obviously has Nike to just flood them with cash. So, like, teams like I can't even think. No, Nebraska might have somebody. I feel like.
I think Nebraska's got some bread. USC
is going to have somebody that could funnel bread to them. But with that, UCLA probably doesn't. A team like Purdue probably wouldn't be able to get that.
I mean, the rich are going to stay rich, basically. Oregon, OSU, Michigan, Penn State, USC.
The brands are going to stay the brands.
Exactly. Because The schools are old, so you got a deep alumni base, so that's just kind of how it goes. Ohio State is
fan base.
basically the only team around there, that's good consistently, so they just own their state from off default. They on default mode.
I meant how many teams? Again, I don't think it's going to be. What did you just say? I just completely ignore what you just said.
What?
You just said something and start laughing, and I want to know what you said.
I said y'all run y'all state by default.
That's right. Don't forget that. Anyway, I meant how many teams. So yeah, I just don't think there's a lot. Unfortunately, there's going to be your USC's, Oregon's, Ohio State's, and Michigan's. But then after that, maybe Penn State, if they can find,
A&M,
a bag man.
Texas. That's if you're just talking Big Ten, it's about those 5-6 teams.
Yeah,
around the country, Texas A&M, Bama,
Georgia.
Bama don't got that much money though. I don't think.
Sure,
they be using those Saban dealerships and all that stuff.
Yeah. Nah.
That's light money compared to
that is very light money.
These dudes,
but I'm sure Bama could probably find a fan who got the bag.
You would think,
as much as they were running things for a little while, I would hope, but maybe I don't know. That's probably a good question. But then Georgia, I'm sure could find a bag man. I think, there's a bunch of teams around the country that could probably find it. But again, we're talking about 150
Miami.
teams? Miami,
sure. Of course.
Florida,
Florida State.
Yeah, Florida is just going to be flush with cash. The state itself,
exactly.
Clemson probably not. I don't know that Clemson would have.
Dabo's not on board. He's not really on board with.
That's true, but neither were you guys until you were.
They're gonna have to, and you see what we had to do. Harbaugh had to leave for us to get on board.
Facts.
We had to get a whole new coach.
That's facts. So yeah, just a lot of these teams are not going to be able to hang with the big brands of the country, and the names, because the names are always the names. They've always been the names, and so you're going to start seeing a lot less Cinderella stories. I feel like you're going to start seeing less of these Indianas that somehow compete. And if you do, it's because they're taking advantage of the transfer portal, of guys who aren't starting in these powerhouse teams. And so somehow they find a gem that just works out for them.
I got a question real quick. What do you think Indiana's, because right now they the darling, but I looked at their recruiting rankings for next year in 2026. I don't think it's ranked for next. I don't think they're ranked for next year. In 2026, I think they're 40th. So what do you see their record being the next 2 years? He gonna have to do the Mel Tucker in Portland.
Absolutely.
Every year.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable.
It'll be hard to sustain it by doing that. Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anybody sustain it. Mel Tucker tried.
Yes. Well,
he had better recruiting.
Well, we don't really know, unfortunately, what Mel Tucker could have continued to do because he decided to. So maybe Mel Tucker could have made them a little bit better continually going forward. It didn't look good his last year, obviously, but it looked great the year before that. So I don't know.
2021. That was 2021. So 22 and 23, it was bad for him.
Did he make it through 2023?
Oh,
okay. The year he got canned.
He got fired.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah.
So
but it's you gotta have recruiting in there somewhere, because it's
absolutely have to. That's how you build the team.
A changeover every year, because most of those portal guys, they're usually juniors or seniors. So they have one good year at your program and then they leave, or they might transfer again. Who knows?
I mean, a place like, Michigan State, I could see a person staying because you could have, a good year at Michigan State. a place like Indiana is even worse off. I feel like it's a level even under Michigan State most years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of tough for them, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how good they're gonna be these next couple. I know Signetti's got the Google him and all that stuff, but me just seeing how college football is, yeah, you got it this year, but it's gonna be interesting to see the next 2 years if you've been running your mouth.
Important.
So
because I say a level below Michigan State, but that's now, right? If Signetti does do well the next couple of years, then we're talking they're a better team than some of those other teams. They're looking to take a step up, just like how I said Rutgers and Maryland were, and then they can be the next Penn State.
Mark Cuban went to Indiana.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was trying to look that up.
I mean, if they got him, that's
oh yeah, he went to Indiana University. Yep.
If they got him, that's a nice check. That helps.
That's interesting. Okay. But I mean, they would have to. Has he ever made any kind of huge donations there? Probably.
Probably. You would think.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. But see, he's also from Pittsburgh. And he went to school there for a little bit too. So I'm wondering if he would also defer there too. I don't know.
Who knows with these dudes? Hit that Gary Williams.
Michigan paid a 17-year-old kid $12 million to not leave the state. That's crazy business.
No. You see, let me get on y'all because
they did pay $12 million, but at the same time, he committed to LSU, and LSU looks garbage.
Look, this is Michigan. We take care of our own. Michigan, a young man from Michigan. We just got him paid, a young brother, Gary Williams. You got a problem with a brother getting paid?
That's a good question. I like that.
You got a problem? This man is from Michigan, and we got him paid. Come on home and bring your friends with you.
Oh no. That's going to be a $12 million well worth it because Bryce coming with an army. Yeah, I was going to talk about that. They've got a pass rusher coming out and visiting for this game. Obviously, people are saying that what's his name? Derek, what was the receiver? Not even paying attention to me. That's crazy.
Derek Meadows. People are saying he's going to show up, and I don't know. Y'all do seem like y'all are trying to drop the bag at any and every situation. Y'all even trying to take Jakeem Stewart from us. He's coming to Ohio State. Leave him alone. Who?
Jakeem Stewart, the edge.
We trying to take everybody. We ain't respecting no old rules, no old alliances, no commits that y'all done had. We putting out that bag and letting them know Michigan ain't meant to be messed with. What's up?
Boy, I swear y'all was talking like NIL. Yeah. We don't build a team with NIL.
Yeah. You
can't build a team with NIL.
Yeah. We beating them and we ready to rock. What's up? So we got the money now.
Facts.
Some of y'all, if y'all want to go to a school,
what is the hat and the?
If y'all want to go to a school and with a brother coaching, a young brother coaching, and he ain't hopping around in the pregame huddle. He actually got some rhythm and some swag. Come to Michigan. If you don't and you want to go to the Penguin huddle.
Did you just say Sherrone Moore has swag?
Go down south.
Sherrone Moore does not have swag.
Bro, he's lined up clean every time.
Sherrone Moore is the antithesis of swag.
With the vest with the undershirt. He crispy every time.
Sherrone Moore does not have swag.
Now, if you want to go into a school, where they've got a past of twerking before games.
Never, ever. Never.
Go down south. If you in Michigan and you want this bag and you ready to, be with the brothers. Come to Michigan.
What is he talking about, chat?
You hear me? What's up?
Bro, between you and Marcus these past couple of days with all of this. Jesus, I'm proud of Michigan. Little brother. Yo, relax.
What happened? I don't know what happened.
Come to death row. Yeah, because your season's gonna die.
Come to the road.
Because you're going to be executed publicly. He got more swag than sweater vest. We don't even have sweater vests anymore. That was 2 coaches ago.
We all remember your boy. It
was 2
last year
ago.
Before the game. Let's go. Go, Buckeyes.
Ryan Day is dancing in all the videos.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So
is Jim Knowles. And they getting it.
Yeah. And if y'all want to see that video after the game, after they beat Penn State,
all right,
on my shorts, it is a classic.
No, it's not, because you edited music into it.
I didn't touch that. That was from the locker room. The actual
Walking Your Trap, Take Over Your Trap, and you put Milkshake on there. That's crazy. That's crazy work. How your mind even thought of that is insanity. Insanity. I hate it. I hate it here. Ever since Bryce, it's just been nonstop talking. I like it for the rivalry, but I hate that you guys are happy.
We sabotaged this year.
Let's talk about Ohio State quarterback room. Let's get it.
It's always y'all always got quarterbacks.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now Devin Brown might maybe leave, and Lincoln
that's the starter. I want him starting next year.
He's gonna have to earn it after a 3rd quarterback battle.
Earn it
versus the clear favorite, Julian Sand.
No, that's Devin Brown's job to lose.
Okay.
I want him to start.
Anyway, Devin Brown might leave. Lincoln Keenholz might leave. I think Aaron Nolan should stay, me personally. But then we've got Tavian St. Clair.
Lincoln Keenholz, he played against Missouri, right?
Yes.
Trash.
He didn't have a line. Like, the line was even worse in that game. So it's not his fault. And that was his first start ever. I wouldn't call him trash. Athletic. Dumb athletic. He might not be the guy. He might not be the guy. Maybe he goes somewhere else. Not trash, though. Trash is crazy. Yeah, I think Julian Sand is starting. He's clearly the favorite. I think he's the favorite. I think he has a relationship with Chip, just like, Will Howard.
Lincoln Keenholz, they don't want you on the team no more. They don't want you on the team. Come to Michigan, where you'll get a chance to compete. Win the Big Ten.
Lincoln Keenholz is the big transfer portal quarterback you guys want? Is that what
we just stocking up on players?
Okay. I thought y'all were going for Miller Moss, but
we want him too. We ain't got nobody right now. We stacking up.
That is a fact. You don't.
So if you want to come to a place and where you get to compete, where they appreciate you, hey, come to the Michigan Wolverines. We building something up here. I
don't know if you noticed, but your hat has black and red in it. It's like a hint of scarlet. No, you can't. You can't
building something up here.
You had a little bit of scarlet in that. I like that.
We building something up here, brother. So Aaron Nolan. Hey.
Air might leave, but he's going back to Georgia, if anything.
Nah, don't be trying to pick where these young men going.
Thank you.
Don't be trying to pick where they go. Come on up. We got a spot for you, brother, my young brothers.
Bro, it's 12 o'clock. I don't know what you even talking about anymore. Y'all better get a coordinator. Yeah, y'all better get a coordinator.
That's the next chip to fall. Why you think we smiling?
Then who is it?
You'll find out.
Oh, great. Okay.
we got more surprises in store.
Just so they can not be developed. That's what I'm hearing.
Bro, don't worry about what Michigan Roll is developing.
This is a fact too. He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Y'all ain't worried he beat y'all last year.
Jim Harbaugh was still coaching during the week. Okay. And even then, Jim Harbaugh left with a losing record to the Buckeyes. So
who remembers those wins? Do y'all still remember them wins? Why you had your hand up?
I remember those wins.
How do you mean? How did they feel?
Amazing. Anytime we beat Michigan, it's amazing. Anyway, we are over time, my friend. A little bit of concerns, but I kind of already addressed those. We are about to dominate Indiana, and that's what I say about Ryan Day. Anyway, all right. Anyway, Buffs, you got anything else to say before we go?
I'm just chilling, bro. I'm ready for just ready to get this going on.
I am too. All right, y'all. On that note, we are out of here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Make sure you like the video because it's great for the algorithm and all that good stuff. And make sure you go check out Johnny Olden's channel, Johnny Olden Jr. Make sure you check out Back of the Bus, and make sure you check us out here, obviously, at the House Divided. And on that note, we are out. Peace.
Go Blue.
You already see it on the screen, so you notice I ain't click on no Go Blue bullshit. Go Bucks.